Hey there everyone, how's it going? And today I'm going to take a look at Mafex, Cyborg Superman. So, full disclosure, for some reason, the little Jerry curl came out. Who would have thought that was a removable piece? I did find it, I will fix it. I just wanted to let everybody know up front, in case you noticed in these pictures that it's gone. Yeah, I have it. I'll figure out some way to get it to stay on there. I was really confused by that, and I have no idea why on earth they would even have that as a removable piece. But as you can see, there's a peg in there for it to be removed. It's just weird. It's just really freaking weird. So, okay, now, for those of you who don't know, Hank Henshaw went to another dimension and came back after the death of Superman and posed as a cyborg version of Superman. He was later defeated by the rest of the Supermen and subsequently became a Red Lantern for reasons I don't know. And then later became a Black Lantern. I do have a certain fondness for that storyline, and I thought the Cyborg Superman could have made a much better villain than what he ended up being after that story. Instead, he kind of lingered around in a bit of obscurity, didn't show up very often, and ultimately, he just kind of faded out. But Mafex decided to start doing the Reign of the Superman, and so here he is. And this is the look I much prefer anyway. Now, this was done in DC Universe Classics, and it was one of the, to put it bluntly, worst figures they ever did. And they just simply repainted it for the Red Lantern version. I didn't want the Red Lantern version, and I decided to get this one. And of course, like any Mafex, he has plenty of accessories. He's got flat hands for flying, open hands for whatever he may need, fists for punching, which he comes with automatically, a pointing hand, which is kind of cool, and of course the gun and the blast effects, which are removable. I'm going to be honest, the gun is really hard to get on and hard to stay on. It's not something I really like, so that's another knock against this figure. When you're talking about the import tax of these figures, yeah, you kind of expect a little bit more, and this one's being a little, well, more than a little bit of a letdown. I mean, I have to be honest, with all the flaws, and, you know, sometimes I look at it, and I swear, the eyes aren't aligned. And it looks like the robot eye is a little bit lower than the human eye. And I think that's just an optical illusion, but man, it's not good. Again, with the import taxes on these, you expect highest quality premium. And usually with Mafex, I've gotten it. This might be the exception. This is easily my least favorite Mafex that I've gotten to date, which doesn't mean it's bad, it means that it's not quite as up to par as the others. Of course, the wire cape is fun to play with, and it makes the figure that much more enjoyable. And that is a plus. I really wish American companies would start getting into this. I don't think it really costs that. I don't think the cost of this is really that bad. I know we kind of got this illusion that they're bad. It's expensive because, well, I mean, where do we ever see it? We see it on foreign figures that are already high priced. So there you go. I mean, all in all, don't get me wrong. I do like the figure, but there's a lot of flaws with it that I can't give my strongest recommendation for it. I mean, if you want to get the whole reign of the Superman like I do, yeah, this one, absolutely, I would highly recommend it. As always, you buy one Mafex, that's the last one you ever buy. Now, some people will tell you that Mafex does not scale with Marvel. And I think he scales just right. I mean, it looks to me like Marvel's heads are a little bigger, but I ain't gonna let that go. And honestly, he looks just a tiny bit taller, which suits me just fine. Now, some people want him to be 6'10", assuming this is the same size as Superman. That's just not realistic. I mean, let's be honest. I always figured Superman was about 6'2", max. And yeah, he was well built, but he didn't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So this one fits for me. Some people are going to argue, and that's fine. Now, this in no way, shape, and form is one of my favorite characters of all time, but he's integral to the reign of the Superman storyline. So, yeah. And plus, he's a good... I really think he would have been a better bad guy than he ended up being if handled properly. I think he ended up being a bit regulated to, well, we just got to leave him over there. And then nothing happened. He went through an update in the recent comics, and less said about that the better, because, oh god, does that suck. And I know McFarlane's doing a version of that Cyborg Superman. Of course, that's the wrong scale anyway, so I don't care. I did want a Cyborg Superman in my collection. I did not want the terribly done Mattel one. This one fills that void, even with his flaws. So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I've got me another character I really wanted in the collection. I'm really happy with it. So, that's all I can really say. Thank you so much for watching once again and enjoying this video. Don't forget to do all that YouTube stuff, because that actually helps out my channel. Really, please help me. Okay, I'm not begging, I'm just joking. But yeah, keep but remember to do all that YouTube stuff. That way, I can share my collecting journey with all of you. Thank you for watching. Take care.